On Sunday, July 18th, two EMTs from American Medical Response were parked at Silver Lake Park in Tucson. According to Tucson Police, they were waiting to respond to a medical call when they were approached by a man who pointed to a nearby fire and then shot the EMTs. One of them was 20-year-old Jacob Dindinger. For several days, he fought for his life in intensive care, but he succumbed to his injuries late Thursday night, July 29th. Paramedic Damon Schilling is a spokesperson for the company. We spoke to him prior to Dindinger's death.
He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, where somebody decided to take it upon themselves to do a heinous act upon some innocent people that are just here to help people within the community.
Police later identified the shooter as 35-year-old Leslie Scarlett. He's also accused of killing or injuring several others.
I would say in the recent years, we've seen an increase in first responder attacks throughout the country, but this is still something that's a tragedy. It's not something that we expect. It's something that we definitely anticipate. It's something that we talk about with not only our employees, but it's taught in EMS schools or EMT classes across the country.
The Tucson Police Department also wants residents to be prepared in the worst-case scenario. It offers a series of classes called Active Killer Preparedness Trainings. The trainings were suspended last year due to the coronavirus, but they are getting started once again, and this one had been scheduled prior to the deadly attack on July 18th. The class is mandatory for city employees, with some availability for the public. While we were not allowed to record the training, afterwards we spoke to Sergeant Alan Smith, who leads the class.
We offer the Department of Homeland Security's sponsored Run, Hide, Fight. And that is a model of a system of techniques, if you will, to how to combat a violent encounter. And depending on the situation that is presented to you, you have three options. It's run, hide, or fight. And that's what we explain here to the folks.
30-year-old Alex Rasmussen heard about the class on Facebook. He spoke to his mother, Rita, and both agreed it was worth their time.
I wanted to be more aware of my surroundings where I go. I go to a lot of music festivals, and when the incident happened in Vegas, that was an eye-opener for me. What do we do in that situation? And I want to be able to get out of there alive, and I want to be able to help others get out of there alive.
One of the things they recommend is that if you go into a store, look at all the possible exits, hiding places, and so on. Is that something you had thought about in the past?
Not really. I mean, you walk in the door, so you know where the door is, but do you know where a possible other door is? And so it was good to have that reminder of it.
Sergeant Smith says it's a necessary conversation.
If you don't plan ahead and if you don't think about these things, which might be admittedly uncomfortable for you at first, but if you don't think about these things ahead of time and build a plan, a personal safety plan for yourself, you could be a victim.
But these attacks can surprise anyone, even professionals with the proper training. Rita Rasmussen says she was very upset by the incident on July 18th.
Oh, it's terrible. People have forgotten that the person next to them is their neighbor, their friend, family to someone. And it's full of hate, and it's very upsetting to me. It's heartbreaking every day to see what's going on.
115, shots fired, suspect down.
The suspect, Leslie Scarlett, was shot by a police officer and died 3 days later from his injuries. He had a criminal history and mental health issues, according to investigators. Meanwhile, all types of emergencies keep occurring on a daily basis, and first responders like Jacob Dindinger selflessly answer those calls.
And that's one of these reasons why this is so devastating for us, because it is our first experience where we know across the country it's been an experience for people. And so from an industry perspective, we've suffered along with our brothers and sisters across the country. But obviously this happening to us for the first time here in Tucson or even in Arizona, it resonates a little differently. And we really appreciate all of the love and support that comes from the community, because in a time like this, that it does matter.